Hello.
Almost Friday.
Almost? Is that Friday Eve? Is that what they call
It is Friday Eve. I always call this Friday Eve. I mean that.
Right.
We needed to. When you have an adult life,
more
you need
positivity.
Friday Eve.
There you go.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us here on KARE 11 News at noon. We really appreciate you hanging out with us. It's a really big day for football fans, especially those Vikings fans out there. It's the NFL Draft, and we also have a very important story developing out of Ohio that we'll bring to you as well. And you have some big news.
Yeah, big news for the Minneapolis School District overnight involving strike plans.
But first, of course, we have to talk about this weather.
Yep.
Again, Alexis certified today.
Lovely day outside, lots of sunshine, but it is also breezy. That April wind is back. It's strong from the southeasterly direction between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Even stronger winds further west. You can see sustained winds closer to 30 miles per hour for parts of the Minnesota River Valley. So something to keep in mind. Temperatures are warming up. We are currently at 63 degrees here. Warmer conditions further west. You can see Ortonville already at 70 degrees. And notice the head of Lake Superior right now in Duluth, 39 degrees. So the lake effect is in full effect, at least for today. Here's a live look outside. You can see Badema-Coska has some chop on it this afternoon. You can see plenty of blue sky. That will be the case through the remainder of the day today. We are currently at 63 degrees, southeast wind at 16 miles per hour, but we're still feeling rather dry. We will stay dry the rest of the day today with just some of those high clouds buzzing overhead from time to time. We do expect rain to move in for a good chunk of your Friday, and we do expect some showers chances to linger into the weekend. Here is that weekend forecast. Couple of morning showers Saturday, but most of Saturday should actually stay mostly dry. Rain returns on Sunday, potentially another half an inch to an inch of rain by the time we wrap up the weekend. A lot to get to, and we'll talk more details about your wet forecast just ahead. Alexis.
Ben, thank you. And our top story, we are just 7 hours away from one of the biggest nights in football. The NFL Draft starts tonight in Detroit, and there's huge buzz about who the Vikings might take, and will it be a quarterback? And I can't think of a better person to ask and get some insight from than Will Hall to break it all down for us. Will, I've been hearing people talk about this in the beauty shop, and the barber shop, and at the grocery store.
Everywhere, right? Everywhere you go, fans are talking about it. It is the million-dollar question in more ways than one for Vikings fans today. Will the Vikings trade up to draft a quarterback tonight in round one of the NFL Draft? If they do so, the QB selected would be the highest drafted quarterback in Vikings franchise history. Safe to say, tonight presents a franchise-altering decision to make for the Vikings front office. At this very moment, the Vikings hold picks number 11 and 23 in tonight's first round. Kirk Cousins is gone, and the purple and gold need a long-term solution at the quarterback position. This has been a years-long process of studying this year's group of QBs for the Vikings front office. GM Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has said they're in love with multiple quarterbacks from this year's draft class, a group that includes the likes of Drake May, J.J. McCarthy, Jaden Daniels, Bo Nix, and Michael Penix, adding he believes the Vikings have the infrastructure to benefit a young quarterback.
It's not just getting the quarterback right, it's getting the quarterback right and the team around it. So we look at this decision. If you look at our offseason, in a sense, it's kind of the go-between quarterback assets and everything else. I think our draft will follow the same suit. I don't think you want to necessarily go take these huge swings and not be able to build a team around them.
So now all we can do is wait a little bit longer until the draft starts. It's set to begin at 7 p.m. Well, full team coverage coming up tonight, breaking down what happens for the purple and gold.
You guys are going to be very, very busy.
Yes. Yep.
And we want answers, Will.
I know. Just a little bit longer. Just wait a little bit longer.
I have some names on there I wouldn't mind seeing.
Yes.
I'm sure you do too.
Yes, same here.
Well, we'll definitely be able to check back in with you. Thank you, Will. And
Yep.
of course, we also have to check in with Cece. What do you have?
Hey, yeah, I'm following 3 big local stories right now. First, in a surprise turnaround, the Minneapolis Federation of Teachers won't be voting for a strike after all. The union came to a tentative agreement with the school district that happened overnight. Early this morning, Union President Greta Callahan said in a statement that both sides reached an agreement they are proud of. The union was fighting for a 10% pay raise and smaller workloads, but it's unclear if they achieved those goals. The union and district said they would release more information about the contract once union members vote to ratify it. And within the past few minutes, the Minneapolis City Council unanimously passed an ordinance that could raise the price of tobacco products to a $15 minimum. The plan also calls for cutting out coupons, raising penalties for selling to minors, and closing the sampling loophole, which lets people smoke indoors. I listened into the meeting and there was a lot of discussion back and forth and some amendments to get to this point this afternoon. Coming up later tonight, we'll have much more on what this means for you. Less than an hour ago, Governor Walz joined federal and state legislators to break ground on a new $50 million construction project in Austin. It's to replace and repair bridges at 6 locations along Interstate 90. MnDOT says these bridges are original to the interstate when it was built in the 1950s. Well, before I send it back to Alexis, I want to remind you about a special event. You can support Minnesotans living with HIV today simply by going out to eat. Nearly 100 restaurants across the metro are participating in the 30th annual Dining Out for Life event, and you've seen a lot of them right here on our show. At least 20% of your bill will be donated to the Aliveness Project. We have more info at KARE11.com. Alexis.
Cece, thank you. Another story in Ohio is starting to gain interest, and it's one that is eerily familiar to many here in the Twin Cities. Just last night in Canton, authorities released body camera video of a man who died in police custody on April 18th. Now, this video shows the death of 53-year-old Frank Tyson, who police encountered after he'd been in a car accident and then walked to a local AmVets bar. The 35-minute video shows what happened next, and it includes Tyson's last words of "I can't breathe." I want to let you know that what you're about to see is not easy to watch.
Guy who did this, he's in the VFW. He ran in there.
He ran in where?
Right now, yeah, and there's cars right there.
All right.
Yeah, he's in the VFW right now. In the white black in the VFW.
Bert, you want to come with me?
Over the next 2 minutes, officers make their way down the street and into the bar.
Please get him out of here now.
I ain't leaving that mother. No, get the sheriff.
No,
Get the
we're going
sheriff for
outside.
him.
We're
Get
going
the sheriff.
outside.
No,
We're
you
not
ain't
doing
killing me.
this.
You ain't killing me tonight. You ain't killing me. No, 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 you guys are killing me. They're on it. They're trying to kill me. 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 Why you trying to kill me? They trying to kill me. They trying to kill me. Kill me, the sheriff's department. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff's department. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff department. Call the sheriff. 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 They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. 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 They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me. They're gonna kill me.
You're going to get sprayed.
I don't get called sheriff.
You're going to get sprayed. Don't spray
Call
him.
the sheriff.
Don't spray him.
Call the sheriff. They're trying to kill me. Call the sheriff. Call the sheriff.
I got him. Here it goes. Got him.
You want that one? Say when.
You're good. Good. Here's over hand.
Get over here. Okay?
Calm down. Calm down.
Get ready.
20 custody, 2029.
Stop fighting.
I can't read. I can't read. I can't. You don't want that. I can't read.
That's the story right there. I'll be glad I read it for you.
Okay. I can't read.
You're fine.
Then, as Frank Tyson laid motionless on the ground, bar patrons can be heard talking to police.
So I thought he was here to get pick up the to-go order.
I've always wanted to be in a bar fight. I don't know if this counts.
Yeah, chalk it up, man.
It's your story.
Those conversations continued over the next several minutes. It took officers nearly 5.5 minutes from the point Tyson was motionless for them to check on him.
Did he calm down?
Yeah, he might be out.
Breathing?
It took officers another 3 minutes to realize something was seriously wrong.
Roll him over on his back.
Officers can then be seen on video attempting CPR for over 7 minutes and at times questioning where the paramedics were. You can then see the paramedics arrive at 8:47, a full 13 minutes after Tyson first went motionless.
Hey, guy, bring a BVM.
And the Canton mayor says he sat down with the Tyson family and showed them the video before it was released to the public and gave them his condolences in person. Of course, seeing this video is triggering to many people, but especially to those here in the Twin Cities.